Hello, friend. Now we're going to take a quick look at gate number 1. So this is the gate of self-expression, and it's also called the creative, which is quite interesting because if you look here we are, we're starting off the last quarter. The last quarter is about transformation, mutation. So keep that in the back of your mind as we walk through all of these gates. Human design is all about keynoting. And, I've done many readings and lots of coaching. And no matter how much time I have in that, you can't fit in all the keynotes. So human design is something that it's important to take the time to be able to study it and implement it into your life. Take the time to really make your decisions based off of strategy and authority, and then witness this. I could probably, in any human design analyst or professional, that you encounter, they could probably talk about your chart for days and days, because we can walk through transits, we can walk through the business piece, how you profit. We can walk through so much, your biology, the health, your wellness. Oh man, the mystical way, the material way. There's so much in human design to go through. And you could never fit that in an hour reading. So it's imperative to use the strategy and authority. And then when you do that, what you're going to become very aware of is how these keynotes just present themselves in your life. So here we are in, this quarter of mutation. So again, the keynoting, you're keeping this in the back of your mind, and you're bringing this awareness piece to every one of these gates. So when you take a look at the hexagram, this first gate, notice that all 6 of these lines are yang. How interesting is that? As I walk through the cosmology piece that Ra put together, it's a massive course. There's like 100 hours of information. And that's just one of his courses. But it's funny to listen, and you kind of get the feeling that you probably get this feeling as well as I do. The energy of the cosmos, of whatever you want to say, it's very yin. It's feminine. Yet, however, in design, when we look at creativity, it's actually very yang. And Ra will tell you as well, it's a yin world. The yang has just kind of been allowed to operate here. So it's fun to watch how this first gate, the very first gate that it, brings off this mutative energy, is very yang. So the first gate wants to deeply express itself, right? There's this yearning to bring out your creative juices, express your creativity. And it's not an aware creativity, it's more of a directional creativity. This is the artist, and the 8th gate is the agent. So if you see, again, this 8th gate, which is in the 2nd quarter, remember, because all of the throat gates were in the 2nd quarter, that form. And the 8th gate really is, sorry, I didn't move this this arrow to the first gate, left it at the 44. This 8th gate is like PR. So it's the agent. It's selling that artistic expression. And when you have this full channel, you know, it's inspirational. There's this inspiration that flows out of your energetic. So the first gate simply wants to live out its own unique creative nature and be your authentic self. It's not about doing your authentic self. It's about being. The more we be, the better off we are in this whole schematic of things. We get so caught up in doing, and yes, we are on the material plane. I totally get that, and I can respect that. But if we're not being ourselves, you might as well throw it all in the trash. So as you know, as you exemplify new ways of expressing your authentic self, you empower others to consider new perspectives and creative directions for themselves. Remember, the individual circuitry it's mutative and it's empowering. It's mutative and empowering. So this first gate is, you know, empowering people to look at their own direction. You know, we looked at the quarter of duality. Really, we're getting conditioned every moment, every day, all day long, because we were never really just our natal chart. Can't happen. You know, your mother was present at your birth. There was most likely someone there helping your mother. Hopefully there was someone there helping your mother and she didn't have to do it alone. So all those people were conditioning, and you're in this world, and the transits started to move. And the conditioning began the moment that you came out. We're meant to be conditioned. We're meant to learn through our openness and bring in that wisdom. But it's not here so that we can restrict ourselves in the not self and not have the most authentic, perfect being kind of life that we are meant to be. So what happens when this first gate isn't there? So, you know, you're probably going to beat yourself up going like, how come I can't be, you know, creative enough? How come I don't know my own creative direction? Blah, blah, blah. You're meant to actually interact with the creative people and then be that agent, be that spokesperson. You know, I have the 8th gate and I don't have the first gate. So creativity isn't my strong suit. It just isn't. But can I speak about design? Can I sell design? Can I, you know, speak about, you know, the synthesis of design and the scientific quantum physics and all? Yes, I can do all of that. But the creativity isn't like top notch. As you can see, my videos aren't like super creative. Now, you know, I could definitely bring somebody in to do that kind of stuff. At this point, this is working fine for me. However, you know, if that being was to present themselves, ask, who knows what's going to happen. So that's the whole point of being aware and open to the interaction and the mutative quality that people are going to bring to you. All right, another quick video. You know, here we were in the first gate. So if there's anything here that intrigues you, you know, definitely let me know, and you know, let's start up a conversation as well. I would like to hear your experiences with design. I love it when people are interacting with these videos. I think it's fascinating how we all learn from each other. Thank you for listening.